It's absolutely flat for now, and that's how the indices will start, and then we'll look at some of the specific stocks and what's happening. So what do you have? 24,370 on the Nifty. Bank Nifty is starting about 1/3% higher. The Sensex is flattish. The mid-cap index is up 0.5% higher. So you got the broader market, which I think are outperforming what the Nifty and the banks are doing at this stage. So on your screen, so it's a very, very quiet day. 2:1 is the advances are outnumbering declines, but this is just straight first 30 seconds of market open. The Nifty heat map should appear and come into view, and that will give you a sense. It's more down than up. We've got 35 odd names, more than 35 names, which are starting the day lower. And you got a minority, which is in the green. So 36 points lower is what you have. Yesterday, of course, was nice because across the board, all indices, you had a 1% rebound after about an 8-9% sell-off from the all-time highs. Nifty, mid-cap, small-cap, everything saw 1%. Nice, neat kind of a move. So we're starting about 40 points lower. Surabhi.
We have another results casualty, and we had Abhishek calling this out earlier. So today's BFSI result casualty is Spandana Spurti. Stock is down 10%. So let's just put that one on the board before we start talking about the large cap moves. We can get Spandana Spurti on the screen, down 10%. Again, asset quality issues really scaring and spooking the market. Anyway, back to the larger names. NTPC, like I said, is the best performing stock on the Nifty with excitement around the renewables IPO. SEBI's given its approval. ICICI Bank is continuing to attract buyers, 1% higher. There's Coal India, that's up about 1% as well. Dr. Reddy is in we have BEL, some positive gains coming through over there. SBI. So basically, the market seems to be rallying behind banks where the asset quality issues are not that significant. On the downside, Infosys, as Nigel pointed out, it's gone ex-dividend today. There's actually selling on Bharti Airtel, despite good performance. Perhaps, the stock's already done its move. 1.5% down on Bharti Airtel, as we can see it right now. Some more selling on Reliance. That's the big one that's keeping a lid on the gains today. And then you have a whole host of consumer stocks. Auto as well as regular FMCG names like Lever are on the downside. In auto, I can see Hero Moto, Bajaj Auto, Tata Motors. Plenty of selling going on over here. M&M is down 1.5%. Bharti Airtel is now down 1.5%. So yeah, it's a quick 70 points down move.
Well, that's right. And quite a few stocks actually are moving around. Should be from the broader markets. Gillette, I think, is flying away. That stock is up close to around 6%, I think, the last time I checked. And the volume's fairly decent for this counter. Gillette is the stock that I'm talking about. Genesis is another one that came out with their set of numbers. And those numbers look quite good. Operational performance was steady. Top line big growth is what we saw out there. So that stock as well should come off you. Gillette is now up more than 10%. So both these two names doing quite well. Syrma yesterday put on some weight. The management sounded very optimistic when they joined us on the show. And today it's up another 4%. So good going on that one. DCX Systems, they won an order. So that stock, in fact, has moved up as well. I think it's up 5%. It's in that 5% band. It's seen a sharp correction from the recent peak. But DCX has moved up. A few more result reactions. JSW Infra, IGL, both of them, those numbers actually appear a little bit tepid. But both those two stocks, JSW Infra is the one we're talking about. JSW Infra as well as IGL, both of them have opened up higher. So it appears bulk of those weak numbers were already in the price. And that's why these stocks are surging 4 to 4.5% in trade. Suzlon on the street is taking into cognizance that the second half of the year will be much better. And that's why, in fact, that stock as well is holding in the green. What's not doing well? Take a look at Senco. The stock is down close to 12% as we speak. Big downtick is what we're seeing out there. Idea Forge is another stock that's down 8.5% now. So big selling is what we're seeing out there. Plenty of excitement ahead of that IPO. But that one's getting clobbered. And IFB Industries, the second day running, their stock is down more than 10% in the initial tick. So there are quite a few big accidents actually from the broader markets. IFB, Senco, Spandana Spurti, Idea Forge, all of them getting clobbered in trade.
They've got some large moves, and we'll sort of focus on more as we go along. But you've got about 1/3% cut coming through, about a 50-55 odd point lower start.